All right, it is 7 o'clock. It's 7:01 actually. I'd like to call this December 16th, Rye Township Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. If you could join us in a moment of silence, please. Okay, thanks. And I did want to let you know that we did have the board did have an executive session with our solicitor here just before this meeting to discuss the pending litigation regarding the RTCA. So that takes us to citizen participation. This is for items that are on the agenda. Do we have any at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on to approval of the minutes. These are for the November 18th meeting of the Board of Supervisors. Comments, corrections, motions to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I'll second.
Okay, Charlie makes the motion, Sean second, all in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Thanks. Municipal reports, zoning code enforcement. Zoning permits, we have one for Dickens Drive. Request for action, an accessory structure letter, two of them actually, courtesy warning notice. And then we have, for all who are interested, a variance hearing for January 8th of the coming year, and another variance hearing for January 22nd of the coming year. And then we have, let's see, what's going on? Two different invoices, right?
One's for zoning and one's for engineering.
Okay. Yeah, one's for engineering for the Culvert, Heisley Road culvert replacement. That one's $4,725.25. Make a motion to approve payment of that bill. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Charlie second, all in favor?
Aye.
Payment of $4725.25 is approved to JHA Company, and then another invoice for zoning matters, and this one is for $1,106.90. Motion to pay that bill.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Payment of $1,106.90 to JHA Company is approved. These will be up here if anyone wishes to take a look at those. Sewage enforcement report. One item for 2201 Valley Road. No invoice, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That will also be up here if anyone wishes to take a look at that. Road report.
That'd be me. I've been working with Johnny and Willie a couple times a week. Couple little things, some big things. They serviced number 7 backhoe. They took number 3 truck backhoe to Turner for some lift malfunctions. They had very little, they had trouble with it. There's an intermittent system in the wiring harness. We got another wiring harness and Willie and them put it together out here. Seems to be okay so far. We took the old wiring harness and gutted it. Found a couple burnt wires. We're gonna use that for a spare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know what burnt the wires?
corrosion.
Oh. okay.
Salt, water.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
There was 1 day, 2 days, I guess, they cleaned up some down limbs from high winds. Service truck number 3, they installed snowplow spreaders. We've been having some problems with the hydraulic motors, the pumps in the back. We're gonna update at least two of them. It should solve some, little bit of problem there. They took truck 3 to LB Smith for an intermittent tapping noise. That's never a good thing.
I was just gonna say, it
Cleaned
sounds
out.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah, they cleaned out some more leaves and stuff in the storm drains here last week, I think it was. We installed 3 new exterior lights in the Township building. Deb's not here tonight. Put some highway markers so we don't run off the road with snow plows. Of course, last couple of weeks we've been plowing in some of the rains.
Okay, thank you, Charlie.
And I guess I can do this now.
Well, it's actually down.
We have it on there.
All right, we'll do
Thank you
that
for
later.
that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we'll have no rec board report, emergency management report. Kurt, what do you got?
Yes, we did get the 2 chargers in that we've been waiting on. One will be for the highway department,
Okay.
for the guys, for their radio, and the other one I was planning to give him to Jim, but he didn't, wasn't able to come tonight for some reason. Jim and I missed last month. The month before, I promised that we would go out with the radios and do like a survey of the township just to see how they work. Well, they work, not as well as I thought they would, based on the terrain, I guess, in the township. For example, we could make radio contact with the township here. Jim was out in the parking lot from Miller's Gap. But I get out of Heisley Road, I don't hear a thing. So I think it's because of the elevation of Miller's Gap versus Heisley. So if it pleased the board, I'd like to just to bring out, see what Be More Radio has to say about that. There is an antenna on the roof that's still there. I think that's going to be for the low band versus a VHF radio. But I think he just needs to take a look. I'll get an idea of what it's going to cost.
Okay.
Let Tommy know and we can communicate with you guys.
Okay. You're gonna set that up?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'll take care of
Thank
it.
you. Thanks for taking care of all this. Okay.
But hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more use out of the radios if we can make better,
Yeah.
use an antenna instead of just the radios. And Tiny's husband was very helpful in talking, spoke with him and he was very helpful in making some recommendations.
Okay.
So
Great.
I'll let you know.
All right, thank you. Anything else, Kurt?
That's it.
All right, thanks. Financial treasurer's report, please, Tanya.
Mid-Penn general checking account balance as of November 1st was $349,220.33. Total receipts for November were $29,981.41. Total expenditures were $109,381.79. There just happened, the way that it fell, that there were 2 head waste payments in the same month. Yeah, so that bumped that up. November interest was $329.90, leaving an ending balance for December 1st of $270,149.85. Penny and general checking account, beginning balance $2,313.04, interest of 27 cents, leaving a balance of $2,313.31. The American Rescue Plan funds are at 0. Bank of Landisburg general savings account, $2,534.43 for a beginning balance, interest only of 62 cents, leaving an ending balance of $2,535.05. Liquid fuels checking at Mid-Penn, beginning balance $9,902.60, interest only of $18.07, leaving an ending balance of $9,920.67. Bank of Landisburg liquid fuels money market savings, beginning balance $2,700 and $20.29, interest only of 63 cents, leaving an ending balance of $2,720.92.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned Penn Waste there a moment ago. Looks like their truck died again today. Did they say anything?
I did not hear from them.
Oh, they had a manual operation going today.
I
Yeah, it was on the back of the truck.
I actually followed them in at 6:15 this morning in Valley Road.
Yeah.
I suspect that it's because of the cold.
It was cold.
I think, honestly, I think it was the hydraulic. that-
Oh, it just wouldn't.
It might not work, it might not work
We
so
were
well at
discussing that
5
when I got,
degrees.
yeah, I mean, I'm just guessing,
Yeah.
but
Good.
they were having
Okay.
trouble with the backloading one. Because I sat for quite a while, they kept hitting the button and it wasn't working. Yeah,
And that was their plan B.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear from them, so.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to
Okay.
go to Plan C apparently.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they got it done.
That's it.
Wouldn't want to be the dude on the back. of the
No,
truck.
I don't know, yeah.
All right, thanks, Tony.
Mhm.
That takes us to resolutions 25-36, current year tax monies levied for road equipment added to existing road equipment CD monies into Pliget.
That's just the yearly tax revenue, to pull it aside and put it with the other monies for a CD, that we already have.
And so $22,507.78, and is
Is
there?
what we currently have, yes.
Okay, is there an interest rate?
That's sitting in the checking account right now because tax revenues just sit in there till the end of the year.
Okay. Okay, motion to approve resolution 25-36, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-36 is approved. Take us to resolution 25-37, general investment CD with Cetera into Pliget.
In an effort to not have to run all over the county to go to the banks, I would like to move the Cetera funds into Pliget in a CD.
$250,000, $250,000, $99,000.
And then the money market is all the interest from those three.
Okay. $45,672.46. Motion to approve resolution 25-37.
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Resolution 25-37 is approved.
At least it's all in one place now.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. It's gonna
Yeah,
take
thanks
me,
for-
it's gonna take me a
It'll take
little while.
The corral and all
I'm
that.
getting there slowly.
Yeah, I picked up the paper just and I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
New business, resolution 25-38, adopt the tax levy. Can you give us some detail on that?
Yes,
Tony, please?
as we discussed at the last meeting, we were at 0.9 mils for everything together, but because of the reassessment value being so much higher, we had to drop our millage rate to equal where we were in tax revenues. So the new millage rate for 2026 is going to be 0.5392 mils instead of 0.90 mils.
Okay, thank you. Make a motion to approve resolution 25-38 for the tax levy resolution. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Charlie, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-38 is approved. And I think I need to sign this and then Tony will sign it. Resolution 25-39, adopted 2026 budget.
And that's the resolution for that. The budget is laying here, there's nothing's changed. That's what we.
From over here.
We've
Yep.
gone through that a bunch of times. Do we have a motion to approve that budget for resolution 25-39?
I'll second that.
Oh, you make,
I'll make the, yeah.
you make the motion?
I'll make a motion.
Sean?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-39 for the 2026 budget is approved. This one we all signed.
You're all tongue-tied.
It's all right. Thank you. And then that takes us to resolution 25-40, adoption of the 2026 wages. Can you give us some backstory on that?
Yes, budgeted was a 3% increase for the full-time employees. Everyone else remains the same, nothing else has changed. So, we only budgeted a 3% raise for the full-time employees.
Make a motion to approve resolution 25-40 regarding, it says 2025 schedule of wages?
It's 2026.
Okay, that's not.
I'll fix
Type-
it.
typo.
Sorry,
No,
or you can change it on there.
I'll just change it here since we're signing it.
She's
Typed
so-
so many.
she's so
That's okay,
studied.
yeah, that was just,
If you only
in case I was missing something. Okay, 2026, we're good. Motion to approve resolution 25-40, I'll make the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean second, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-40 is approved. Resolution 25-41, move the Heisley Road culvert monies to Pliget Reserve for 2026 repair.
We had $75,000 in the budget for 2025 for the Heisley Road culvert, and since we didn't complete that project yet, I'd like to pull it out and move it aside so that it's kept earmarked for Heisley, and we have an additional $40,000 budgeted for 2026. So I just don't want it to get swallowed up in there.
We have enough to take it way out.
Motion to approve resolution 25-41, gentlemen?
I'll make that
Sean?
motion.
Sean makes the motion.
I'll second.
Charlie second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-41 is approved.
No, I made the motion.
And Charlie
Charlie
seconded.
seconded.
Okay, thank you. That's what I had, but I wanted to make sure that was right.
Sure. Okay, that takes us to item E, which is tree removal on Lambs Gap Road. If anybody has noticed, there's been a couple of trees leaning over Lambs Gap Road as you start going up the hill. One of them is particularly large. Charlie reached out to get someone to take it down.
Actually, Johnny and I went out per Jim's request. The one small one that was leaning, the boys were able to take out and down, no problem. This other one's probably a good 26 around the base, and it's leaning across. It's already hung up in a tree on the other side of the road, so we had to go through the game commission to get their blessing, and they said, go ahead, cut it down. So Johnny knows this guy. I know of him. It's under 1,000. If we do it tonight, he can start it tomorrow morning. But it's gonna come down eventually.
And, yeah.
And sorry, you said it's under
just
1,000?
us, yeah.
His quote was $1,000.
Yeah, and that's in the ballpark.
Yeah, that's cheap.
That's
I thought
cheap.
that was cheap.
He does have insurance, and he's got the equipment to do it.
Okay,
So we're,
that's what you need.
yeah. there's no sense at that price, there's no sense of haggling around too much. We can go out and get some
Nah,
other figures.
I
but
don't,
we really
that's
don't need to.
from what I've heard, that's excellent.
I thought it'd be a lot more.
Yeah, so would I.
Okay.
Well, he's doing it as a favor to Johnny. He's
Okay.
a friend of Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
They hunt together.
he's
I-
months
so I know.
behind on his jobs, but he said he'd come in and do it right away
Yeah.
for us.
Okay.
It's gonna come down
Yeah.
sooner or later, but hopefully nobody's under it when it, that's what we're worried about.
Oh, yeah.
Or it does come down, somebody runs into it.
Yeah, that's probably the more likely scenario.
Well, we're gonna get that taken care of.
You want to make that motion to approve
I'll
hiring
make-
this
I'll
Hench's
make
tree
a
service?
motion to approve Tree Hench Service LLC out of Carlisle.
Okay,
Take this tree down.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
Payment to Hench's Tree Service for removal of that tree, and he's gonna haul everything away and,
Johnny said you won't know he was there.
oh, all right.
Okay.
So, yeah, sorry, we were in the middle of that. Yeah, so payment of that is approved. I think we all said aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. All right, announcements. December 25th, Christmas Day, and January 1st, Township will be closed. There'll be no change in the trash collection. January 5th at 7 PM will be the organization meeting that we have every year. And January 6th at 9 AM will be the elected auditors meeting. And then January 6th also, at 7:30, Planning Commission meeting. January 8th is Zoning Hearing Board reorg at 6:30 PM. And then also January 8th, Zoning Hearing Board public hearing, there'll be one at 7 PM. And then lastly, January 22nd, there's an additional zoning hearing board, different resident, different property, here also at 7 PM. That takes us to approval and payment of the bills.
General fund check numbers 18,484 to 18,511 in the amount of $28,330.96. No checks void. Payroll checks number 8604 to 8607 in the amount of $4,843.82. No checks void. And payroll checks number 8608 to 8613 in the amount of $4,737.93. No checks void.
Okay, make a motion to approve payment of the bills. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Bills are approved to be paid. Thank you so much for that, Tanya. And congratulations in order for Tanya passing the underground storage tank training.
Certification.
Certification, so
All
thank
right.
you for taking that on. Much appreciated. That takes us to the second portion of citizen participation. Do we have any at this time? Yeah, go ahead, John.
Okay. My wife Rebecca couldn't make it at this meeting tonight, so I'm reading a statement that she prepared. In an effort to end the outstanding lawsuits between the RTCA and Rye Township, the RTCA has prepared a draft agreement and emailed it to Tanya this past Friday. I would like to meet with at least 2 supervisors to discuss the terms that were drafted and any proposed items to be added to the agreement by Rye Township. The goal of the RTCA is to ensure the park remains open to the public for years to come. I hope we can work to resolve the issues for the benefit of our community, especially the children and families that use the park. I hope a meeting occurs soon to accomplish this. Thank you. Rebecca Schulze, RTCA President.
Okay, can we get a copy of that letter then, please, John?
Sure.
All right. Anyone else? Public comment?
I just have a question.
Yeah, Jack.
Has anybody heard anything about 98 Maranatha?
We did look into that. That's where the woman passed away, unfortunately. Juanita, I can't pronounce her name. Can't remember her last name.
Is it still in,
Yeah, that is something we need to get back on. We did talk about that one. The woman passed away with no next of kin, and the property it's getting worse and worse, yeah.
That's not why I'm asking.
No. I appreciate you bringing it up because we did look at that and our solicitor did look into the ownership because it's kind of sticky without a next of kin. So I don't know if,
Right.
Mike, if you can comment on, and not to blindside you with that, is there,
Yeah,
what do we need to do as
Do you
far
know
as
whose name it was in?
treat
Oh, what was her name?
Benita, True Vein or something? And I don't want to disrespect her, but I think it's Venita is her first name.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
pulling a deed for that and looking to see whether or not there was a mortgage company that was still being paid.
It was
Yeah.
Santander,
Yeah,
Santander Bank.
yeah, which they no longer do mortgages, so.
but I'll have to recheck again because I didn't see that there was any foreclosures on it, so,
But you
That-
would think it would be coming up for tax sale, if nothing else.
well,
Because taxes aren't.
unless somebody's paying.
So, yeah, it was kind of,
That's-
I did talk with Santander, at some point, I forget what.
Yeah, I
like
remember
9
you
months ago.
did.
Yeah, and, I'm trying to be mindful of not sharing personal information, but they had indicated that there was money in the account that was still paying bills and things like that, and that's why it didn't trigger within Santander that there was a problem. But he said eventually, and he didn't say what her balance was, but he said it's gonna run out here before too long. So by now, I'm thinking it probably has run out, but nothing's been triggered. I don't know, Mike, what do we do next to,
I mean, I think, I could check again to see whether or not an estate has been opened up. Like, I remember that there wasn't when we looked originally. And then, you know, I guess the question is, you know, is the property in disrepair now? Is it?
somebody take care of, because it doesn't look as overrun as I would have thought. I mean, it looks,
It was looking really bad.
but we've seen worse, and that's why I was surprised. I thought somebody's probably sneaking
But
across there. and cutting
was it ever
everything.
winterized? Like, do
No,
we
it's-
know?
it's-
Is there,
it's-
is
No,
the
we
basement flooding with water?
We wouldn't know, we wouldn't have the ability to go in. I mean, the only thing we could do is contact the bank and, you know, just give them an update as to what the condition is, and then they might send somebody out, you know.
Is that something the township would do, or does that go
It
through
would
our
probably go through
solicitor? How does,
zoning.
well, no.
Well, I mean,
But
I
I'm-
could contact the bank.
Cause
Yeah.
you've, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the electricity was shut off at some point, so at least there's not a well pump, filling the basement or something like that. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Hopefully there's no frozen pipes or, I mean, I think
There is now.
it's been
Yeah,
baked.
there is now.
Yeah, there is now.
Last winter it was empty.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been a while. I don't know how long that takes for all that to happen before it goes up for sale.
What, so Mike, you said if an estate, but if she has no next of kin, would the bank be the one that opens it? I mean, how does it,
Well,
I
state
have no
of
idea how that happens.
No, I mean-
Sooner or later, the state of
State will
Pennsylvania
take
gets, the state will take
Yeah,
it.
No, the state, no, what'll happen is if that mortgage is not paid, then the bank they'll eventually foreclose.
Well, they'll have to, yeah.
They'll file a suit against,
The
you
estate.
know, the estate or there's another way to do it without opening up an estate for a bank to do a foreclosure. And then they'll take it back and then, sell it to somebody.
Okay. Is there anything the township should be doing as far as securing the property or we're just
It's not
handling
our
the
No, it's
responsibility?
private property, I don't think we'd go on, like, if there are property violations, then, we would try to find somebody who would be responsible.
How do you mean? Somebody that's next of kin responsible for taking care of it, or do you mean?
Yeah, like, do we know for sure that there's no next of kin?
I think, my recollection is we had looked into it, and there is no next of kin. Her name, anything, background on her was difficult to find anything.
And my recollection is you said there was no next of kin. But unfortunately, it is an eyesore. So can the township at least go and cut grass or do?
Maybe, let me check, I have a file on it, let me, it's been a while since I looked at it. But there were, I think at one time, were there packages that were,
Yeah.
I remember,
Mhm.
left there?
I think they're still there.
so.
And they're all still there? Okay. Somebody was getting, but they were probably a while, but
Mm.
somebody was getting something delivered there.
Yeah.
Oh, the packages have been, it's the same one or two that were there
I
at least a
think
year
so.
ago. Yeah, it's it's unfortunate. Okay.
I think by now the bank or mortgage company
Yeah.
would look into that, I mean.
Only if there wasn't payment made.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Somehow there's payments made,
They don't
they're
really
not-
care.
it's not on
I thought the
Yeah,
bank
sure.
was mowing it, or they were supposed to be and they quit or something.
I don't know who would have contacted them, because as far as, when I spoke with the gentleman at Santander, he had no idea that she had passed. So I don't know who would have triggered them to send somebody out to,
Right.
so.
I mean, it didn't look like it was being mowed, but.
No, oh, no, it definitely isn't, yeah. It's a shame, it's a nice house.
It is.
Okay, Mike's gonna, let us know. Thank you for bringing that up again, because it kind of fell off the radar. Okay, anybody else? Hearing none, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do we have a second?
I'll second
Charlie, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned as of 7:33.